Hello everybody, what's happening? My name's Neil, welcome along to Midlife Motors. Well, today thought I'd just do a quick update on the MR2 and also dispel a myth on the Mark III MR2. The good news, the wheels are on. The other bit of good news, on this side, the side skirt is nicely refitted, looking good. We've been doing the paint work a little bit on this side. Car's dirty at the moment. When we give it a wash, that will come up a little bit better. But we're really pleased with the wheels. It's got the right size, 16s on the rear, 15s on the front, right size of tyre, right size of profile, and it runs so much smoother. The pull to the left that we mentioned in the previous video that I'll stick a link up to, it's still there but nowhere near as bad, and the ride is much smoother, so that's all good. Sets off the roll bar as well quite nice, bit of silver. We've noticed one thing though, you see the brake calipers much more vividly through the two wheels, so I think they're going to have to get painted at some point. But other than that, great stuff. All in, I think it cost £100 for the wheels, £200 to get them painted, £300 for the tyres. A great update, a great upgrade all round. Round the back here, I think I mentioned in the last video that we changed the O2 sensor on the front bank, which is the one on the left hand side as you look at the manifold. Now, engine management light, we turned that off. It's been about 1,000 miles, maybe even 1,500 now, and it hasn't come back on, so I think that solved the problem. And I don't know if it's my imagination, but the little hesitant flat spot that the car had around about 2,000 RPM seems to have disappeared with at the same sort of time. I don't know if it's just the two coincided or yeah, it might be my imagination. It might just have had some decent fuel in it for a little while now rather than been sitting around. But the engine seems to be pulling really sweetly at the moment, so that is good news. We also replaced the brake light in the middle here. I think it was a £15 part. Easy fix, easy job to do. Just another one out of the way. I think the one that's bugging is the refitting the side skirts is not the easiest job, and we've still got the passenger side to do. So I think that's going to be the next job to tackle. Anyway, I'll now come on to the myth that we need to dispel with this car. I'm round the back here because, as we know, the engine's in the middle and there's no room for any luggage or anything in the boot of this car. However, there is plenty of room to store stuff in this car, and I would argue that there's more space in this car than the Mark IV MX5. Right, round the front here there is space, as you can probably imagine. It's not huge, but I will show. Bear with me. So, bonnet up. This is a bit of an old fashioned way of doing that. We'll be back. Great, that was brilliant. That wasn't planned. We've now got something else to fix, but never mind. I've propped it up. In the front here, I'm not sure if the camera's going to pick it up because it's all quite black and dark. You could get shopping, you're not going to get a set of golf bats in there, but shopping, what have you. I mean, at the moment there's a spare tire and there's a jack stand in there. If we were to take that out, there'd be even more space. So I mean, I could get my gym kit in there quite easily. There's one I don't know if this is standard or has been retrofitted to the car, but there's one pain in the arse in here. Underneath the spare tire is the sounder, is the alarm. It sits inside the wheel, is the sounder for the alarm system, so that does eat into any storage space you've got under there. I think you could probably junk that if you had to. Okay, so anyway, we've got a start, we've got some space, and we've got something to fix. Okay, now this is the bit that if people had known all about, you could almost, this is behind the seats clearly, kind of underneath the roof, if you were 5, 6, 7, maybe even 8, you could probably climb in there and stay for the duration of the journey. but there is masses of space in here. You could easily get 2 or 3, maybe even 4 sports bags. Not big suitcases, but you could get, you know, the stuff that goes in the overhead locker in a plane. You could get 2 or 3 of them in there. It closes up neatly, the seat slides back, and you're away on your journey. Masses of space. I don't know what all the fuss is about. Get one bought, get it used, you can go anywhere. Okay, I'll be honest, it would be a pain in the bum to try and get your Tesco shopping in there, but if you wanted to go away somewhere, no problem. Okay, so inside the car, what's it like? Lovely seating position, great steering wheel, really nice, feels perfect in the hands. Rev counter in the middle, that's exactly what I like. Just a nice setup. I mean, obviously everything's buttons here. We're going back to the year 2000 when virtual dashes were not even considered at that stage. So everything, you press everything to make everything work, which in this car it does. Lots of little cubby holes. We like our cup holders. Cup holders perfectly placed. Lots of little cubby holes for your phone, your wallet, that sort of thing. The door pockets are great for putting your phone and your wallet in. Just really easy, really well thought out. Although it's a small car with not a lot of space, you've got somewhere for everything. Even back then they were thinking about what you needed. This is the job I don't like doing on this car. I don't like putting the roof up, and I don't like putting the roof down. I don't know if because it's got this this extra roll bar, it seems to catch the roof or catch the glass. So I'm always a little bit nervous that I'm going to damage something. But anyway, it's a fairly straightforward process. It's just made hard. This is where roof technology has moved on. So first things first, sun visors need to be folded down. And then there's a clip on this side and a clip on that side. Undo those, that's not too tricky. Excellent stuff. The clips pop down and right out the way so that when you fold it up, it goes back quite easily. Now, I don't know if this is because it's an old roof. I don't know if this is because somebody's tried to paint it to weatherproof it, but getting it from here to clip into the clip, oh, it's such a pain in the arse. You have to squash it 2 or 3 times, so I might have to speed this bit up until it happens. Yes! So roof up is the complete opposite. Again, just got to be careful going past this bar, particularly with the screen. I don't want to crack the screen against this. Sun visors are down, pull the clip, pops up it comes. I try and guide it over. Couple of little pushes on it, this side and then the other. Oh, that wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad. Now just got to try and get the 2 clips in. I tend to do this side first. I don't know if that's the right way around. If you've got one of these cars and I'm doing something wrong here and you're thinking, Neil, what the hell are you playing at? Let me know in the comments. Any advice on this, much appreciated. Anyway, I hope that's given you a little bit of an update. We've been busy on this car, we've been putting miles on it, we've been learning about things, we've been doing things, so I was keen to give you a little bit of an update as to what we've been doing, give you a bit of an insight into what it's like, why we love it so much, all this sort of back in time technology and what have you. It's just great, and it's you know, just trying to show that just the smallest things, we're just doing bits and pieces here and there, and the car's just responding so well. It's great. You don't have to go out, you don't have to have masses of tools and spend loads of money to turn a modern classic into something that just gets better and better every time. So it's good when you're on a budget. It's just a nice thing to have happen. So if you can like this, that would be great. If you can share it, let's get more people involved in the Mark III MR2, and if you can subscribe below, that would be superb too. Thanks very much for watching. Gonna go for a last little drive. I can see it getting a bit cloudy. See you next time. I've got to put this back down again now.